Hello, JP, and hello, Justin. How are you guys?
I'm well, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
I'm doing well. It's always when there's two of us, like who's gonna speak first there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But thanks so much for having us again, Maya.
Well, very nice to see you guys. I think everybody knows who you are by now, but let's just have a brief. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves very briefly. JP can start.
Yeah, so my name is JP Rodrigues. I am a legal educator and part-time, I guess, criminal defense lawyer whenever I have some time. I'm heavily involved in the paralegal space at various colleges. And then as well, Justin and I have co-founded the Paralegal Townhall, a group there designed to, again, further enhance education for paralegals and paralegal students. And one of the big events that we have coming up is the Paralegal Town Hall Cup or the Town Hall Cup, a mooting competition geared towards paralegal students and undergraduate students and recent graduates of both as well.
yeah, and I'm Justin Rochester, licensed paralegal for just under a decade now. Time really goes by quickly, and I practice in criminal offenses and summary offenses. I met JP through our connection at Centennial, as we both are college professors, and we kind of just took a liking to each other, and we decided, as JP just described, to set up a paralegal focused education business in the Paralegal Town Hall, and that's what brings us here today.
Thank you, guys. And yes, I can say I follow the work that both of you are doing, and you're very heavily involved in doing a lot of education programs for paralegals. And I think it's really awesome. I really admire you for that. I know how much work that is. So honestly, much respect for anyone who does any kind of work on top of what they do for a living. So we're here to talk specifically about this Moot event that's coming up soon. So let's start with the date. When, and like more details about the location.
So I guess I'll take that. Then I'll give
Mhm.
Justin the heavy lifting to tell you about the case and all of that there because he's all up on I am there. So it is coming up September 27th and 28th. It is at Trias College's Mississauga campus, which is right inside Square One, an absolutely phenomenal facility. And we're looking forward on the 27th, where you'll have like the first round, the preliminary rounds of the competition, and then the teams that advance. The top eight teams will advance to the quarterfinals, which will be on day two. Really, again, looking forward to it there. I think I'll leave it to Justin to tell you about, and someone you know, Maya, as our Chief Justice, and the case and all those details.
Yeah,
Yes, go
I
ahead.
thought, yeah, for sure. So when we were trying to figure out a good case for this, there was much in the news about, unfortunately, the young gentleman who had murdered the old, or allegedly, I should say, murdered the old, the elderly lady while attempting to steal her vehicle. We thought it was very it was very topic of the day type of case, because it spoke directly to some of the things I guarantee will be discussed in this case, such as sentencing youth as adults. And as JP said, we're lucky enough to have one of the lawyers who intervene on behalf of the Criminal Law Association, or the Criminal Law Association, Maya Martin, somebody that I know well. We shared an office for some time. Maya is an excellent advocate, one of the best appeal lawyers I've ever seen. And so, yeah, I'm actually very, all the feedback that I've gotten on the case has been nothing but excitement. We have some seasoned mooters coming on, and they messaged me and they were just like, "This case is amazing, right? The issues are quite clear, and it's very interesting. And as I said, it's very topic of the day. Currently, what's going on? Unfortunately, in the news every day, we're seeing more and more youth-based crime or violence, including, I think it was the 16-year-old and a 17-year-old who were just charged with the unfortunate killing of the 8-year-old child who was sleeping with his mother in a very horrible um, stray bullet situation. So yeah, it's just a great case to bring the legal advocates and future legal professionals under one roof and to discuss this and kind of just have at her.
Yes, so again, so this is we're talking here about the IM case from the Supreme Court that dealt specifically with the issue of sentencing youths as adults, and it was all about the test regarding the adult sentencing of youth. So it was a very important case that came out. We don't often have cases from the Supreme Court about youth criminal justice. And I'm also going to promote one of the videos that I did. I do have on my YouTube channel, Lawbreak, an interview with His Honor Justice Brock Jones from the Ontario Court of Justice in Toronto and criminal defense lawyer Emma Rhodes, who her niche is youth criminal justice. And I had them as guests on the show to talk about, to provide an analysis specifically about the IM case, which is a very important case that came out and very interesting from the Supreme Court. So it's very nice to see that this case is going to be the center and the focus of the moot. So tell us a bit more about the moot itself. So there's going to be teams. How many teams? What are we going to expect? Like, what's going to happen? Tell us if we're going to go there. What are we going to be expecting?
Yeah, so my jumped the gun. We were going to give you the plug.
Mhm.
Because we've already actually we had an event. Kind of not only are there seasoned mooters, there are a lot of first time mooters. So we certainly use that as a great resource for them to watch your interview there with Justice Jones and Emma Rhodes there to kind of get an understanding of the case. So we have over 16 teams locked in already. I think today's the last day of registration, or we may extend it a little bit, but we've already exceeded our goal, which was to have 16 teams. So 16 teams of two from all across the province, colleges and university students, and then recent graduates. They will argue both sides, which I think, for those who may not be familiar with mooting, right, is that you don't get to pick one side and prepare. You got to argue the other side as well. So they'll have 4 rounds on the 27th, 2 rounds as the appellants, appealing this decision from the Supreme Court of Canada to a fictitious town hall court of appeal, I suppose, the Supreme Court,
Yeah.
and they'll have to make submissions on the 27th there on both sides for 2 rounds each, 16 minutes total, 8 minutes per speaker. And then the appellants will speak first, and then the respondents will get a chance to respond to it, and then there's a right of reply if need be. The top 8 teams then of the 16 or more teams that are registered will advance to day two, where it's like a knockout playoff round. Uh, each Then we go from 8 to 4 to finally the final 2 teams before the final panel with Court Justice Maya Martin there presiding over the final round, and then we'll declare a champion. We got some great sponsors chipping in as well. There's a grand prize of $500 at least for the team that wins, as well as awards for top oralist, best legal analysis, and things of that nature. So really looking forward to it. We love certainly promoting opportunities, and we hope we can make this an annual thing. Again, geared towards paralegal students, especially, but any undergraduate. I mean, the more opportunities, the merrier. I mean, there's events like the Osgood Cup that have been around for, I think 20 plus years. So I think the more that you get in, and again, mixing seasoned and new mooters, right? Designed especially because it's at the end of September to get you into, the world of mooting.
And so I know you mentioned that Maya Martin is going to be there. Who else can we expect to see will be present, or is that kept confidential?
No, we have some great judges, including
Mhm.
yourself. We're
Yeah.
very happy to have you.
But I was
Yeah.
talking about who else?
No, of course. But I thought we should definitely start with one of the best, right? And that, of course, you. We have John Struthers coming on day one, a former president of the
Hmm.
CLA, my
Very
personal mentor.
senior lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah, my personal mentor, somebody that I came up under. He let me, when I was just a young pup, do my placement there. Much like the articling that's required for students at law school, paralegals have to do placement hours. And I never left, right? And I've known John prior since I was a young man. And so I'm looking forward to seeing him there. We have, I believe Tanya Kent is coming as well, a fellow Wicked member. I'm trying to bring off the names now. There's a few paralegals that are coming that are getting their first time judging hats on, like Lori Marshall, for instance, of martial law, former Durham college professor for the provincial offenses program, and just some, again, it's thankfully myself and JP working in this for so as long as we have, and 10 years, I think I get to say that now. We've met so many great lawyers and paralegals, and being able to connect those individuals with the future lawyers and paralegals, I think is great. One of the main things that I wanted to do, and JP came along when we decided to do this Moot, was to connect paralegal students with undergraduate, soon to be law students, because we wanted to give everybody that feeling that we're all part of the same community, that if we're competing against one another and paralegals are judging you and lawyers are judging you, that the future of the profession will see paralegals as more of, I don't want to say an equal, but definitely a important participant in the legal system, right? And I think these types of competitions further cement that thinking. I always use an analogy when they wanted to introduce helmets into the Major League Baseball. A lot of the guys at the time, very macho, said that I would never wear a helmet, because people were getting hit in the head. It was quite dangerous. And so they introduced it at the Pee Wee level, the young age level. By the time those kids became adults, and it was second nature to them to put a helmet on. And much the same here. We're not trying to change the hearts and minds of those who have their opinions about the integration of paralegals in the profession, but perhaps the future could be more integrated as far as how people see our participation in the legal field.
Well, this sounds really very exciting, and it's a very good thing that you're doing, that you're trying to get people together. And I like also the fact that we're getting to have paralegals and lawyers mixed together in one and same event. It's really very important to build these connections between the two worlds. So this is really very nice. I'm honestly very excited about this event. It's coming up very soon. So I know, JP, you mentioned that there was a registration that you've extended a little bit, the registration, but is it until tomorrow? Is that correct, what you said?
No, we're gonna give it one final week there.
Okay, one final week.
Because we're good to go. We have plenty of judges like yourself, as Justin, no shortage there of top-notch criminal lawyers, paralegals, and educators. So we can certainly take on a few more teams there and go and be excited there and provide that. So one more week there for anyone that's watching whenever this goes out there. You could still sign up. Again, there's also, I would give a shout out to Alex Pummer, who is helping coach some of the
Mm-hmm.
first-time Mooters. I know you're very familiar.
Yeah.
Rochester, we just actually, I have it right here. She was recognized by our organization as being a Golden Gavel Award, which we give out to committed, enthusiastic, and high achievers in the paralegal studies. And it was really nice. We went up to London to recognize her, and she's, as a student already taking initiative and helping the next generation that she's already part of as herself. So again, if you're even not sure about mooting, you've never done it before, you're going to get coaching as well included there. So nothing to worry too much about. We just want to provide these opportunities. And again, I think it's great. I mean, with lawyers and paralegals and law students, future law students, undergraduate students, and paralegals working together. We say this expression stronger together because even our other programming, you'll have speakers, lawyers alongside paralegals. And as Justin brought with the analogy, it's all about building the next generation to kind of recognize that we're all different parts. And that's why often I'm asked, you're a lawyer. What are you doing in the paralegal field for all this time? It's, well, we got to kind of recognize that we have to help as well, so that we get them as part of the same team there in terms of whether it's criminal defense or civil litigation, that we can all help out. And again, access to justice, as Justice Brock Jones said, grows with more participants.
Right. So one more week for people who are interested to register, and this is open to paralegals. Obviously, is it Ontario limited?
Yeah, so paralegals in Ontario, paralegal students in Ontario or recent graduates, as well as undergraduate students or recent graduates. not nobody licensed, obviously. It would be like getting in the ringer there who's got courtroom experience to go up against these first time mooters. But again, lots of teams, lots of interest already, and with another week, I think we'll hopefully get a few more teams, and we're really excited to have this and make it an annual tradition.
Yes, so I encourage anyone who's watching this, if you haven't registered, you ha still have one more week to do so and to be part of this event. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Just having the opportunity to meet you guys and to meet other people from the profession is really worth it, even if I mean, putting aside the moot, the actual experience of doing the moot, it's also a very nice social event at the same time. So I strongly encourage anyone who's watching this to apply and to join this event. So any final thoughts that you guys would want to give or that you want to, like any kind of tips that you want to give out to people before we end the interview?
Well, I'll jump in since I just survived that computer shutdown. My I really want paralegals to take advantage of this opportunity. When I was
Mhm.
in school, this wasn't something that was available to me. I feel like it would have really helped sharpen my advocacy skills earlier on, my legal research skills, and just my ability to orate and and use my voice to advocate in an effective manner. And so one of the main complaints that a lot of paralegals have coming out of college is there's not enough real world transferable um, you know experience. And so I just feel like this is the way to get that.
Yeah, I would echo that, and I'm sure Maya and Justin, you may remember your very first set date appearance or whatever it might have been. And I remember sitting and waiting, watching everybody else, and say, "Okay, let me see how to do this," and that was it, right? I mean, I think the more opportunities you have to have it become second nature, the better it's going to be. I mean, even just connecting with, right? I mean, imagine now you're a year from now, 2 years from now, these same students, they're going to be agents or they're going to be licensees, and they're like, "Oh, I know Maya. She was the judge at my moot," right? And you're getting more and more opportunities, especially again post-pandemic, right? I mean, it's limited still, but certainly we're coming more over the last few years. But to have those natural connections and knowing the opportunity to express your skills and advocacy is only going to improve the more opportunities you get, right? Practice, practice, practice.
I totally agree. And it's a very important point that you made here, JP. After the pandemic, things have changed so much and so dramatically. It's very different now. It's more difficult to have in-person events, and we don't have that many, as much opportunities or as many opportunities as we did before to be all united in big events like that. So it's really very nice that you guys are doing this. It takes a lot of work. So, congratulations on being so active and on all the work that you're doing. So, again, anyone who's watching this, you still have time to register if you're interested, and I highly encourage you to do so. You will get to meet JP and Justin, who are very much involved in the paralegal world,
And
and
Maya.
and yeah, true. But I mean, like you guys are doing so much, so it's really very nice to get to see you. I'm excited to see you. I know JP, we met before. Justin will be my first time meeting you in person, so I'm really looking forward to that. And it will be very nice, of course, to meet with all our other colleagues as well. So thank you so much for your time. And I'm really excited to see you guys, and we'll see how this goes. And hopefully, this will be the first of hundreds of editions.
Sounds
Take
good. Take care, everyone.
take care.